Hello, people. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Igwe Chedema, and if you're new here, you are very welcome. Hit that subscribe button so you can join the family. So, we are here with the continuation of the making of my traditional marriage outfit. So, we already did the cutting in the last video. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out. So right here, I am cutting my wadding. I am not using an already made backup. I am using a wadding. So make sure you're starting the cutting from your under bust, just like I did here. So after that, I am shaping it up. I already cut on my lining. As you can see, I've put my gum stay, a stay, whichever one, on both the lining and the main fabric itself. I've used this main fabric to cut the linings, and I've already ironed all the gum stay and hairstay on it. So make sure that after sewing, you notch. This notching will help it to relax very well, to relax better. Okay, so here is the yoke. I'm going to be joining it to the front part before I will join the lining. So for this yoke to stay perfect and very neat, you need to start from one side first and pin it with your pins. So after that, you can now sew it before adding your lining. So I'm going ahead to iron it now. I'll iron it first before I will put my lining. As you can see, it's all neat and very smooth. Okay, if you are going to iron the net, please don't make the iron hot. If not, it will burn it. If possible, just turn off your iron and use your hand to check that it's not hot before you go ahead and iron your net if you must. So here I have joined the lining with the main fabric. Okay, and I've just turned it out so you can see what it looks like already. Please, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It won't remove money from your account. Please subscribe to the channel and support us by liking the video, okay? Just so more people can get to see it. So here is my back yoke, and as you can see, I am holding it down with my pins. Always do the same. When you hold your fabric with your pin before stitching, it will help the fabric to relax and you sew with so much ease. So after that, here we are, the inbuilt corset lacing proper. So from the side I'll be having the loops, the lacing, I measured 3 inches. Then from there I measured 4 inches to the other side going to the hip part. Okay, so I'm going to be using just 2 bones. So as you can see, I've marked the place that my bones will be, and then from this top part I came down by half an inch before placing my bones. Okay, so this is a line bones. If you don't want your thread cutting while you're sewing on it, make sure that you iron it. Make sure you iron the bones. If you do, your thread won't be cutting while you're sewing on it. You know, this line bones is the one you sew directly on. Okay, so this is the loop I'm using. I used a lining to do this, but I later changed my mind. I later changed my mind. This is lining that I'm putting here after doing that. But later on, I used an eyelet. Yes, I removed all those things that I did, like this loop that I used. Instead, I replaced them with an eyelet. Okay. So, but it's the same way that you would do it, even if you're using this rope on or an eyelet. So I closed that side that has the loops, and then I closed the upper part and the down part, just like I'm doing here. But I didn't close the side that will be going to my waist, because that will be the side that I will use to turn it out. So after I must have turned it out, I can now close it up. But know that it will be the side that I'll be stitching on the fabric on the main outfit. Okay. So as you can see, I am stitching it up now after turning it out, just like I told you. So I'm done. Here it is, the two of them. So as you can see, it's now time to join it to the fabric, and I'll be joining it on the back part, making sure that it is the side that has the bones that will be holding me at the back. I used a doll face to cut this. So I used the doll face for both the main fabric and the lining. So I used doll face for the two of them. So but I made sure the side that has the bone that I stitched the bones on was the side that will be holding me when I'm wearing it. So for the fringe that I made on the sleeve of the dress, I used a bead for the fringe. So after putting my beads on my fishing line, I left some inches above, like 2 inches. You can make yours 3. So I left about 2 point something inches. So this I left, I will be putting it on my needle, as you can see. So that part that I left, I'll be putting it on my needle. So the length of the whole beads that you'll be doing is dependent on you, depends on how long you want yours to be. I think mine is 11, I mean 12 inches. So after putting this through the sleeve, just like I did here, I'll go ahead and tie it. You have to tie it to be very tight. I had to use my teeth just so I'll be able to hold it, secure it to be very tight so it doesn't pull out or cut when I'm wearing it. Okay, so I had to use my teeth to tighten it again, and I also tie it a second time. So I'm tying it here for the second time now, just to make it tight and very secured. Okay, if you have watched the video to this point, thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Subscribe, share, and like the video. Thanks. So this is the size of the fishing line that I used. So this is the size that I used. So at this point, this part, that was the most difficult. Not difficult in the sense that it was hard for me to do, but doing this on my body, it was actually very painful. It was hurting, but I had to do it because no mannequin yet. So here we are. What do you think? So this is the back view. This is the inner lacing, the corset inner lacing. See how it looks. I told you I changed that other strips to eyelets. So as you can see. So this is the front part, the down part. I put a slit. I'm sorry, I think I didn't show this part of the slit in the cutting tutorial. Sorry about that. So this is a doll face. It is actually 2 yards. It's a 2 yards doll face. So I'll be using it to just make an extra in front, just to cover that part and make it look extra. Then after the wedding, the whole plan is just to take it out and then still rock my dress like that, probably to go to church or anything. I can actually wear this for a wedding, for church. Most ladies after their child, I don't think they actually wear their dresses anymore because it's too big, or has this exaggerated styles on it, but I can still wear mine. So if you want to see how I made this white one, the second one, subscribe to the channel just so you'll be notified when I upload the video. Thanks.